Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. This will be a general reading and we'll have a look and see what's coming up around you in love. Now, if you were after a private reading with me, they are on sale up until the end of August. If you would like to check out your other August readings, they have been linked to this video. Please feel free to browse the channel or subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, let's have a look and see, Aqua, what's coming up around you in the week for love. Let's see what cards come out for you, what messages. Okay, the Sun reversed, the Queen, King of Wands, and you have the Ten of Swords. Okay, you're definitely in your mind about a situation here, Aqua. You've come up as the Swords, but as the Ten of Swords, and you can see that she's slipping. It almost looks like she's falling, but she's not ready to do it yet, or she's doing it so dramatically. You know, you can see what looks like the cloak here. She's got her, you know, her what she's encapsulated in her robe. Her attire is like ripped. I do feel like she's falling. But she's fearful of falling here, Aqua. And if this is you that's come up as the Swords, I wonder if there's someone here or a certain situation you seem to be very, very drawn to. And I feel like it's almost reversed a lot of your world. You have the King of Wands. Okay, this could be a Leo with this Leo-like symbol here. So I don't know if you're dealing with a Leo. You also have Aries here with the Sun. It is reversed though, but before I get to that reversal, I do feel like you are so like consumed by a situation here, Virgo, Aqua. It's literally turning you on your head. I did want to say earth signs here. Queen of Pentacles could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that you may be dealing with, Aqua. But wow, it's like it's got you sort of imbalanced in other areas. It's almost like you can't think straight, you can't eat, you know, you find yourself fidgety, you might be distracted here. It could be a fairly new romance with the Sun card here, but I feel like it's past child's play. The Sun can be a symbol of youth, vitality, children, something being in its early stage, but the fact that that's reversed, Aquarius, could very much point to that you feel like you've this is no longer like the fleeting romance. This is not the child's play. This is not the let's have fun and be done with it, Aqua. You're feeling pretty intense about someone. It could very much be the real deal. But these other cards, okay, if this is what's happening for some of you, it's almost like you're slipping and falling. I don't know if this is a Cancer. We can see the Moon here as well. The Moon can be anxiety, and especially if you're falling into what looks like these dark woods, Aqua, you may not be feeling as confident in a connection. You may be losing hope. Again, birds are known as communicators, and you have a lot of birds around you here as the Swords, Aqua. So I don't know if this is your friends, family, people that you're surrounded by. They may be telling you things, or they may be pointing things out to you that aren't necessarily there or necessarily that you've picked up on. So I would advise be careful about what it is that you're taking in. If it's advice, of course, maybe be open to it. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to take it on board, but you might have a lot of different opinions or you know, thoughts swirling around you. So it might not be an ideal time to make major decisions. I don't see you taking initiative anyway, because the King of Wands, who normally does take initiative, is reversed. So he normally looks like he's going to go out there and chase something here, or take action about a situation, but he's reversed, Aqua. So you're not taking the action. The Queen of Pentacles, she lays down roots. She wants consistency and loyalty. She demands it, but she's coming up as reversed. She also represents things like tradition. So tradition is going right out the window for some reason, Aqua. I don't think you're necessarily throwing it away, but it's either you don't have good thoughts about it, or it's almost like submission somehow. It could be sexual submission. It could be submission in the relationship. It could be that someone wants something from you and you're doing it for them because you feel like it's not a brief romance. It's not just a fun thing. It could be much more serious than that. Or it could be just You might not be taking the action, but it doesn't mean in your thoughts. I do feel like you're so consumed by something. You're so involved. You're so immersed. It's all you can think about. And it could be a bit of a shock to the system. The sun is reversed, and when the sun is reversed, I feel like it's a time when we're not really thinking about ourselves, or we're not putting ourselves first, because normally the sun is our sun sign, the sun is the center of the solar system, and it is about the self, okay? Personality, the way we present ourselves, you know, putting our best foot forward here. But this is reversed, Aqua. You might feel like you're neglecting yourself for another person or for a connection, and maybe a part of you feels like you're slipping. These sheets don't support her anymore. I'm wondering if you're not feeling as supported as you once did. But yet there's no opposition here with the Sun card. So I don't feel like you're necessarily going to voice it. It's almost like you're letting it happen, and you might be a little bit dramatic about it, as we air signs can be at times. But yeah, what I'm seeing is that there's like I do feel like you're slipping or falling into patterns, falling in love, submitting to what other people think about your relationship, not necessarily what you think, because your thoughts are not clear, or your opinion, your thought, it seems somewhat unheard, Aqua. So it's not putting the self first, or a part of you feels like you're not being appreciated, you're not being heard, your view, your way of doing things is potentially not happening. And there may be a disconnection because of that. But it could be a scary place. For those of you that haven't felt emotions you may be feeling this week, it's scary. The moon can be like fear, uncertainty of the unknown, but it speaks about a push and pull effect. So you're being pulled towards something, Aqua, and you just can't help it. You can't stop thinking about it, or you can't stop thinking about them. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with you Aquas out there, won't we? But look, I will leave your reading at that. Thank you again so much for tuning in. If you would like a private reading with me, they are on sale up until the end of August. All the info that you need is listed below in the Show More section.